Good morning. So that's my tent spot last night. I did decide to stay here at the shelter, and you can maybe see it in the background there, just barely. Anyway, definitely getting a later start than I have been the last couple days. And I've got a big day today. I got to climb the Priest and descend the Priest. It's just a mountain out here. And then Three Ridges Mountain. That'll be one of the last things I do today if I make it that far. And that's a tough one. So I don't really know. I definitely should have gotten up earlier and gotten started, but I didn't. And definitely going to be another warm day today, so I'm not sure how this will work out. Hopefully I can get up and down the Priest, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll just need to take a break this afternoon and wait until it cools off later in the evening and hike then. We'll just play it by ear. I'm making good time this morning. It's a great morning. One of the guys took off from the shelter way before me. Had to have been gone an hour before me, or more maybe, I don't know. But either way, no spider webs. He has cleared the way. So that's awesome. I don't have to worry about stuff in my face all morning. And even though the sun's already up and hitting me a little, it's not too hot. I think that extra hour of sleep, or just laying there at least, did me a lot of good. I was really worn out from doing several pretty long hiking days in a row. That's for sure the longest stretch I've done. I haven't even figured it all out, but I think I did like 19, 21, and 20 miles or something like that in a row, which, you know, usually I can't do that. And I couldn't do it this time really, but I did it anyway, so nice to have a little extra sleep. Well, I haven't been seeing any of these mountain laurels around for a while, but boy, here's a whole stretch of them. Gorgeous. The day has stayed remarkably cool so far. It's really awesome. I think the sun's being diffused by some clouds a little bit. There's been a nice little breeze off and on, so it's great. I'm just now descending to just a little dirt road, maybe a Forest Service road or something, and here in just a quarter mile, then I will start to climb up the Priest. And I don't know a lot about it. I don't know what it looks like or what the climb is like exactly. I just know that when I was doing my research for this hike, a year and a half ago, some place that I found had rated the hardest hikes on the AT, and this was rated the 7th hardest individual hike on the entire Appalachian Trail. So, it's not going to be easy, obviously. Now, the interesting thing is, going northbound, I only go up, maybe, I don't know, 1,000 or 1,500 feet or something, and then you descend a huge amount. I don't even know how much, a few thousand feet. So I would think that would make it a little easier going this way, but maybe it's just huge boulders, and I have no idea. So what I do know is it says it's very steep in both directions for about 4 miles. So I don't know, it'd be a fun challenge coming up here any minute. I'll let you know how it goes. Well, this looks like the road, so this designates the beginning of the climb, I suppose. Yeehaw! Well, so far, I wouldn't say that any particular part of this climb is too crazy, but it's just very sustained and And so, yeah, that'll wear you out. Anyway, I think I'm probably about maybe 3/5 the way up the south side because I've just come to the shelter, so I need to check my water situation. I may need to go in and get water in there, but otherwise I'm gonna keep cruising on. I decided I have plenty of water, and so I continued on. I've been told that you can stop at the shelter and give a confession. This is being called the priest. I don't really know what that means. I don't know if there's a book in there or what. But anyway, I chose not to do that. So I'm descending now. Made it over the top and I'm descending, and yeah, it's pretty, this is going to be fun. It's just lots of big rocks, and you can probably see it behind me as I'm going down. Just big steps, big rocks for about 3 miles. Good on the old knees. Just partway down still, but haven't had many views today, so I thought I'd try to step out here and take a look. Looks like a cool view at the end of this tunnel. There's nothing like walking out of a tunnel of trees and just seeing this kind of thing open up over and over and over. Wow. I wish my camera was wider for you to see it. Well, it's about 20 minutes since I walked out on this view that I just showed you. And I'm still sitting here, chilling out. Had a snack, just looking out at the world. And texting with some of you at home. And then I lost my signal. I think that's the universe telling me it's time to get my sorry rear end up off of this rock and keep hiking. Sure feels nice right here though. Every day I try to put everything kind of right here on my body that I'm going to need throughout the day, so I don't really have to stop at all, get in my pack or anything like that. And thought I'd just show you kind of quickly as I can how I do that. So I've got 4 pockets in my pants, right? I've got 2 pockets up high and then 2, a pocket, lower pocket on each side. In this lower pocket on the left, I keep trash bag. Anything I use throughout the day, that's where it goes after I'm done. Got my hat that I always keep in this pocket. I think I've shown you that before, that I'm pulling that in and out constantly throughout the day. Then down here in this pocket, whoop, I'm blocking the camera here. In this pocket, at the bottom, is where I just keep, like my ID, basically is it. I guess just in case something happened to me, it's right there on me where people could find it pretty easily. And then in this pocket here is where I have my phone. So my phone's in there all the time. And just like with my hat, I'm just pulling it out all the time anytime I come by something to video. Like, for instance, this awesome looking creek that I just walked across, or walked upon right here. I might pull my phone out and video that. So, anyway, then some of the daily things. So like here, I have a Ziploc in this belt pack that I have on. In the front pocket, I have a Ziploc that has kind of a guide in it of where I'm going, what's coming up, elevations, mileage, some things like that. So I keep it in a Ziploc so it doesn't get ruined. You know, if it rains or whatever, if I spill water on it while I'm drinking, which happens all the time. Then on the inside, I've got 2 pockets. I've got one little front pocket here that I just keep some sunscreen in. And there's also a little tiny knife in there, just in case I needed anything, you know, but it's, I never use it, so. And for what it's worth, I also keep a flosser in there. And so when I'm snacking or eating or whatever, wow, this is a nice stream. I think I'm gonna stop and get some water here too. Anyway, when I'm snacking, you know, I'll just reach in there and grab that and floss real quick as I'm going along. And then the big pocket is just full of snacks. It's got bars, it's got lunch, it's got a tortilla and a package of tuna in there, and a spoon for eating lunch. There's a little packet of electrolyte mix for the water in case I am really sweating too much and that kind of stuff. That way, you know, like I said, I can just keep trucking all day long and never really have to stop until I'm ready to kind of prepare dinner at night. Now that doesn't mean I don't stop. Oftentimes I will stop and take a quick break or something like that, and then I'll just dig into what I have right here. But I don't have to stop, and it just makes it a lot more efficient. All right, I'm gonna grab me some water. I also have my trekking poles with me that I'm either using or just carrying along like this. Kind of just depends on how steep the uphill or downhill is, or how tired my arms are, how tired my legs are, how heavy my pack is, all of that. And then the last thing, if I can do this easily, are my water bottles. So I've got a water bottle on this side and a water bottle on the other side that I can just pull out, and then I can put right back in and use as I need. So anyway, those are the things throughout the day, you know, that I need accessible, and they allow me to pretty much just keep cruising along without stopping, unless I just need to take a break. Okay, I am at the bottom of the Priest, and it wasn't nearly as bad as I expected, but man, it's long. I mean, you're going down and down and down forever, and whew, I never thought I'd be so glad to be walking on level ground, or maybe even ascending a little. And now I'm coming down into a big parking area, which is full because it's the weekend, and the Ty River and the Ty River Suspension Bridge is supposed to be down here, so I'm interested to see what that's like, and then get back into the trail. Just stopped for a little while at Harper's Creek Shelter. Had a good lunch. Met a family of kids here, right over here. I'll tell you about in a little bit. I'm going to go over and say bye real quick and get on my way. Stopped here at Harper's Creek Shelter to have a little lunch. Met the Flying Friendo family here. These guys are out, out for a week in the wilderness from Florida, right?
Oh yeah. Yes,
so awesome. Yeah, you guys want to tell you what your names are?
Yeah, I'm Hank.
Hank.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, man.
I'm Button. What's going on?
I'm Ashley.
Ashley.
I don't have a trail name yet.
Button is also known as Nick. I had to say that because then when I get back, if I forget your name, I got to know what it really is, you know. So anyway, so yeah, this is great. Yeah, we actually met at the stream and talked for a little bit and soaked our feet and ate some lunch, and then they gave me an apple. So
we got 6 more.
They win the
first come, first serve.
They win the best people in the universe award for the day in my book.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
It means a lot coming from Fix-It.
Means a lot.
All right, so you guys, how long you out here for?
Well, we got like 5 more days.
5 more days.
All right.
So we're gonna try and take it like 10-ish miles every day.
Oh, that's doable. Yeah, you guys should be able to do that. Cool. And so, do you know where that gets you? Do you know kind of where you're trying to?
We got it mapped out. We got like sticky notes in our map. I don't have the names memorized.
But you're trying to get into Shenandoah.
Yes.
You're hoping to get into Shenandoah. Cool. Yeah, I should be there in a couple of days. So.
Ooh.
All right.
We'll look for you.
Well, man, it's been great hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wish I'd see you along the way, and you never know. Sometimes those things work out that way. So.
We'll hustle. We'll hustle.
Right on. All right. Well,
see you, YouTube.
I'm gonna head out of here. Yeah. Right on. All right. See you guys.
See ya.
Bye. Well, that was absolutely awesome. What a cool family. Cool that the 3 siblings are out doing this together, you know. It'd be awesome if I could get my siblings together to do something similar to this even, you know, at some point. That'd be pretty neat. So, you guys hear me? Let's come up with something. Anyway, all right. So I'm back on the trail a little later than I wanted to be, but hey, people, you know, that's what it's all about out here. So that was great. I am now climbing towards 3 ridges. I don't really know what 3 ridges means. I don't know if like I already did the first ridge, because I know there's another peak that I go over. Then I get to the top, which I think is 3 ridges. So I don't know if those are the 3 ridges, or if the very top or 3 ridges there, or whatever. But I'm starting pretty long climb to end my day, and not sure why I'm doing it this way, except that it just worked out this way, and I need to try to get the miles in so that I can get to I don't remember the name of it, but the shelter that's the last shelter right before Shenandoah tomorrow. Because that shelter has a bear box, and it's like the Paul C. Wolf or something shelter. Sorry, I don't remember it right, but a lot of bear activity in Shenandoah, so I'll be staying where there are bear poles and bear boxes. And there it is one. So if I don't do enough miles today, I'm gonna have a hard time making it there tomorrow. And if I don't shut up, I have a hard time breathing enough to make it up this trail. So I'm hanging up. Right now, climbing up to 3 ridges. I have about 3 liters of water, which kind of sucks, but it's at the shelter I was just at. That was the last water for about 11 miles, and that's pretty long distance on the AT. But you know, if it's in the middle of your day, you know, you can kind of camel up, drink a whole bunch before you leave, and probably get by with a couple liters if you're careful. But I got a big climb here, and I have probably, almost certainly an overnight, you know, means all night long. is, you know, sleeping and dehydrating, and, you know, so requires a little more water. Get up in the morning, you need a little something to get yourself started since you haven't had any water all night. Anyway, so 3 liters is honestly not, doesn't make me feel comfortable just knowing myself. I drink a lot of water, I need a lot of water. So there is some unreliable water at the next shelter. It's about 4 miles ahead after I go over the ridge. So who knows, you know. Now, out here this time of year, I've said this before, it's always wet enough you can find something. I mean, there will be a puddle somewhere that I get scoop water out of and filter and probably be fine. But just as far as getting water that's, you know, really good and really safe, and not all scummy and this and that, you know, kind of planning on not being able to get any good water for 11 miles. So it means I'm carrying an extra 3 pounds of water that I don't really need. And I don't want to try to drink it up real fast like I sometimes do, because, you know, I'm going to need it to get me by tonight and tomorrow. So anyway, certainly not in any danger, but I might really be wishing I had some water. Can you hear it? I was just thinking how stagnant it had gotten. The breeze had stopped. It's getting warm, humid, it's really thick. And right at that moment, rain. Just shower, just a tiny little sprinkle. Sounds like it might even be going away. But it's hitting me and it feels good. Yeah. As long as it stays under control. Well, this really is fun hiking up here, but it's very slow going because this is the trail. It's just a pile of boulders going all the way up. So, having a great time, but what I thought might take, you know, an hour, hour and a half is definitely not going to take only that long. Just have to keep moving slow and deliberately. It's like hiking on a playground. Hallelujah. I see a sign, and I think this sign must say that this is the top. And it's time to, oh yeah, time to decide where to go next. So, Maupin's Field Shelter, that's where I could go tonight, but I'm not going to go that far, I don't think. But that does mean that's the top of 3 ridges. So, wow, that was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. So now I need to look and see what's up ahead, but I think I'm just going to go another mile and find a campsite. I would camp right up here. There's lots of great, like right up there is a grassy place, but it was showering a little and I heard some thunder even though it's way off in the distance, and it's like, yeah, I'm just going to go a little bit down at least. This one's setting myself up for failure. Whew. All right. Almost there, baby. Okay. It's still pretty early, but I've eaten. The bugs are crazy, so I'm going to stay in my tent. And I'm going to bed. Hopefully I'm going to sleep very early and long. All right. Good night.